Holy shit! Oh my god! They're all gonna die! Why does every trailer that comes out for my beloved fandoms these days make me feel like everyone is going to die? First Game of Thrones, and now this. I'm not ready for this. I'm not. I'm just not. Whew. Anyway, I am thankful that this trailer started with Tony and Steve. Like many, I fear Marvel is going to let Captain Marvel show up and punch the Infinity Gauntlet off of Thanos' hand. But this trailer, to a degree, puts most of my fears to rest. The trailer is a strong sign that Endgame focuses on the past decade, that they'll leave the future to whatever comes after, which is how it should be. I got goosebumps seeing all the black and white shots from Tony, Steve, and Thor's first movies. To me, Marvel said, no, we haven't forgot where this story began, and we're not going to forget what it's about. To me, that means everything. And after Captain Marvel, I'm glad to see this trailer focus on the emotions. We all know there wasn't a whole lot of that in Captain Marvel. Just, being drawn into Tony and Pepper's love story, reminded of who Steve was and what he stands for, seeing Clint teach his daughter to use a bow and arrow, and Thor lamenting the deaths of everyone that I'm sure he feels he failed to save. Needless to say, this movie is going to break hearts and crush souls. And unlike most, I love that. I know, I'm a bit of a sadist. Or masochist. Masochist is the right word there. I love it when movies can make me cry. They say sad is happy for deep people. And I guess in my case they're right. Like the trailer says, sometimes the best we can do is start over. Which is exactly what Endgame will be. At the end of the day, when the dust settles, we'll have a new MCU for the better or the worse. But also, Marvel will try in the aftermath of Endgame, whatever it takes. This trailer isn't just about Endgame, people. This trailer is about the MCU, and this trailer is flat out telling us that when it's all over, we'll have to start over. We'll have to move on, and I, for one, and many others, aren't quite ready to do that. But, again, like the trailer said, the world has changed, and none of us can go back. Now, let's talk about the money shot. The Avengers lineup epic hero walk. Chills, man. Chills. And if Cap doesn't say Avengers Assemble in this movie, I'm done with the MCU. I won't watch another movie. Said it here first. Anyway, there are two major things I want to point out about this shot. The first one is that there are two nebulas. That's right. In the first shot, we see Cap. Then in the next shot, we see Scott, Clint, and Nebula. Then we see Rhodey and Clint. And then finally, we see Tony! But more on that later. And then Nebula again. Again. And then there's Natasha, and I think that's Thor in the back. But the Nebula again. Two nebulas in what is being depicted as a single epic hero walk. So there we are. Some straight up Marvel trailer trickery. But it makes me wonder, could these shots be from two completely different moments? We know there's going to be some wibbly wobbly timey-wimey stuff going on in this film. Probably alternate dimensions, alternate timelines, etc. What if, and hear me out here, I'm sure this isn't the craziest Endgame theory you've ever heard, but what if we see events converging from two different timelines to undo the Mad Times plan? What if Tony dies in one timeline and lives in another? In one timeline, he doesn't make it back to Earth and dies in space. Or it could be an editing issue. Who knows? But I found it interesting nonetheless. The second thing is Tony, right? I damn well cheered when I saw him walking with the lineup. I mean, we all knew he was going to be in the film, and that he wasn't going to, and that he was going to have a huge part to play. But after that first trailer, it's good to get confirmation in this last trailer that he does make it back to Earth in at least one timeline. The last thing I want to mention is the main last scene with Thor staring down Captain Marvel. Marvel knows that Captain Marvel wasn't a great movie. The way they released it worldwide all at once, the way they positioned it in between the epic two-parter that is Infinity War and Endgame. Now they have Thor, arguably the strongest Avenger power-wise, and a huge fan favorite thanks to his turn in Ragnarok, stare her down and declare that he likes her. I'm hoping that her part in this film is small. Not because I hate her or I want her to fail or any of that silliness, but because as a character she is so new. Endgame needs resolved by the characters we've followed for a decade. There is a reason Thanos' snap left the original Avengers lineup. Those are the characters the audience has the most investment in. Also, Marvel has a lot of work to do on Carol Danvers. But I don't want to get into that here. I'm going to release a video later this week about why Captain Marvel is Marvel's most successful failure. If you're interested in that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and Judy chop the little notification bell. Guys, let me know down in the comments what you thought about this trailer and what your craziest Endgame theories are. All I want to do on this channel is discuss movies. That's why I'm here. Let me know. I will get back to you. And remember that no matter how your day is going, whether it's good or bad, or if it's just flat out terrible, it still doesn't take any extra time to be kind. So just go out there, watch some movies, watch some great TV shows, read some great books, enjoy the art that we have been given on this earth, and be kind. I'll catch you all on the next one.